Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, Aussie banks about to pull an old trick and stitch up their customers again. But first, this morning's dairy auction brought a pleasant surprise. Prices jumped 6.6% in US dollars, although in Kiwi dollars they're up a more modest 3.9% since the previous auction. One bonus from this auction event is that the key whole milk powder product is up a very respectable 9.9%. Overall, in US dollars, prices haven't been this high since November 2015, although that may just show how low they've drooped in the meantime. Still, there will be a few sighs of relief in the whole dairy industry and the analysts who watch it. Across the ditch last night, the Reserve Bank of Australia cut its policy rate by 25 basis points to an all-time low of 1.5%. Unfortunately for them, it had virtually zero effect on markets. Their currency hardly moved, and the big banks refused to pass all of it on. The response by the biggest bank in the country, CBA, shows how this public policy move seems to bring minimal benefits to borrowers and savers, but major benefits to bank shareholders. CBA said it would only pass on 13 basis points of the cut to borrowers, but it would add at least 50 basis points to term deposit offers. That seems generous for savers until you realise they did the same thing last time, at the time of the announcement, but rolled back the saver rise just a month or so later. And even though these banks are called out on the practice, there is no one holding them to account in any practical way. Their election is over and the threat of a Royal Commission into bank behaviour is fading. In the US, data out today shows consumer spending rose more than expected in June, showing underlying strength heading into the third quarter. In fact, American car sales remained strong in July as consumers continued to spend on pickup trucks and SUVs. But the two biggest manufacturers in the market failed to hit analysts' elevated expectations. Overnight, Japan formally announced its huge stimulus package equal to about 5% of GDP. This is the latest roll of the dice there to induce growth in the world's third largest economy. Growth has been scarce in the past decade or more. The major problem has been that many such programs have been announced in the past, but the actual stimulus delivered has been relatively small. The test here is to get it all out and quicker. If they do that, it'll distort faraway places like New Zealand. Back in New York, US Treasury 10-year yields are higher today at 1.54%, but the US benchmark oil price has fallen even further and is now below $40 a barrel, and the Brent benchmark is now below $42 a barrel. The gold price is going the other way. It's up $13 to $1,364 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar is unchanged, showing no reaction to either the dairy price rise or the RBA rate cut. It will start today at 72.3 US cents, 95.1 Aussie cents, and at 64.4 euro cents. The TWI is still at 75.3. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.